Sick, I've got 14 minutes to make a video. Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to another brand new video on my channel. In today's video, I'm doing pretty well. I'm kind of happy right now, and things are going excellent. So yeah, I just wanted to make a little update on things. There's been a few crazy things that's happened since I last uploaded. So yeah, let's talk about them. So, the first thing is, I don't know if I should say this. I actually uploaded it to my YouTube, and I took it down because I just think that it's not something that I should upload onto YouTube. And it was called Nutcase Outside with a Kitchen Knife. In the UK, we have a massive knife problem, and a really, really bad knife problem here. There's a lot of people that use knives and carry knives here, and sometimes uses them for the purposes that they're not used for. And it's pretty bad and pretty dangerous. I wouldn't say that there's a lot of people that carry them around in the street, but there is maybe 1 out of 100 people probably who carry a knife with them. Depending where you are in the UK, they might escalate. But I was at, don't even know if I should say this, but I was at a rehearsal place, basically, for rehearsing your music, for singing, and I was just there chilling out, and we were just, chilling out and whatnot. And there was this guy who says, hey, you better phone the police now because there's a nutcase out there with a kitchen knife. And he came up, one of the guys who said that to him, and he came up and he said, right, I need to go phone the police. And I'm like, what, why? Why do you need to phone the police? And because there was a guy outside with a kitchen knife, with his t-shirt off. Pretty big looking, wide body, kind of, not muscular, just big, tall, buffed out really. Tied back hair, kind of like my hair, but dark. And he was outside with a kitchen knife about that big, brandishing it in public, meaning waving it about, and you actually seen him go like this with the knife in the air, as if like, I'm gonna stab some cunt, That's the kind of actions that he was doing. I was shit scared, because he actually tried to get in to the rehearsal place. So he actually came into the actual, because there's loads of stairs that go up here. He was actually at the bottom of the stairs with his t-shirt off, big eyes, everything, right? Completely out of his mind, right? And he was at the bottom of the stairs, so I was like, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door, lock it, lock it, lock it. I was shit scared. If someone's got a knife, especially when they're out of their mind, that's definitely not a good place to be. So he shut the door quickly, locked it, and the police came. There was about 4 police vans in total that came. Big, bulky, looking police vans. Not big ones, but, medium-sized. And normal police officers came. And then more of the higher-up police officers with the baseball cap-looking things on instead of the funny little hats. They came round, and we had to give 2 statements each. And our phone numbers and shit. And it was just, that was taking the piss, really. And yeah, they were, driving around the area trying to find this knife. They couldn't find it, but I'm not 100% sure if it was a knife. It's just when he seen him go like that in the air with something that looked like a knife, then he thought, right, he's got a knife. They came, we had to give statements, and that was it, really. And it was a really scary moment at that time because this guy was about 6'2". I'm 5'9", so he's slightly bigger than me, maybe about this higher than me. So yeah, it was pretty scary for me. They weren't really too scared about it, but I was, because I've never been into a situation like that. They caught the guy, and that was it, really. That was it. They caught the guy, and that was it. That was it. But yeah, and I almost got into a fight just now. A physical fight. I've been in physical fights before, and I've always lost because I don't fight. And I'm never really in the mood to fight. And I've always got friends who fight and do a really good job at it. So if I were to get hurt, they would get hurt a lot worse than what they did to me. So I don't really have a reason to fight, because if I'm with someone or if someone knows that I got injured, then I'm pretty safe because they know me and I've known them for several years. So I'm always safe, really. But this old man, I was standing out the shop, and there was a homeless man sitting outside the shop, and I'll get into that in a little bit. And this old man says, "Oh, Nico, you can come in." I'm like, "All right, cool, thank you." And then he kept on like pointing at his mouth, and he had a mask on, you know. He was pointing. He said, "Mask, mask," and I didn't have a mask on, right? Because I'm pretty much exempt to not wear a face mask in stores because I'm asthmatic. I don't have a medical report on me, you know, in my pocket when I'm out, but I do have, you know, a medical reason for me to not wear a mask. And he was just saying, "Mask, mask." I was like, "What? What? Mask?" And he just kind of went, and then he started walking out the shop, right? And I came back and I was like, "Mask, mask," you know. And as he was walking away, I was just being like, "Mask, what?" Because I was about to say that I'm actually exempt to not wear a mask. I can wear one if I want to, but my asthma gets slightly worse. You know, all that shit that you're breathing in from the face masks, you know, like the little particles on the masks and stuff, especially the ones that you throw out, that irritates my throat. That really does irritate my throat. And they were walking away, and this guy, he looked about maybe 40, 45 or something, and he was walking with this old guy, and he just looked back, and I was like, and then he looked back at me, and I was like, "The fuck you looking at? Fucking do you, you know?" And this homeless man was actually in front of me, and these guys were walking over there, and he said, "Nah, don't worry about it, it's fine, it's fine. I get it all the time, right?" I was like, "All right, yeah," and I was gonna say, you know, like, I'm exempt, you know, I'm allowed to not wear a face mask. And he was just like, "It's fine." I'm like, I kind of wanted to make a conversation with him because like we had already started like interacting. I said, "Are you doing all right?" And he said, "I'm fucking cold, man. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry to hear that." And then I went in the shop and I just left it at that. And I went in the store and I really thought about how he must have felt. You know, how a homeless person might feel, especially in the whole pandemic thing, you know. And I could see that he was really struggling a little bit. And you know, there are people that do come, and there are a lot of generous people that do come, and they give to the homeless. And this is probably the first ever time that I've actually did something like this. I mean, like, I'm kind of that person where it's like they have to interact with me first before I can, you know, make a change or whatnot. And I'm really actually I'm quite glad that I went out because of the thing that I did here, right? So I went into the shop, I bought a bottle of Coca-Cola, and I was thinking in the shop, and I was thinking, what could I do to make this homeless man's life, or make this homeless man's day better? You know, what could I do? You know, what could I do to make him feel happier and to feel appreciated? You know, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking I should buy something for this homeless man. And I felt like I really want to get him something, you know, and I was just thinking, should I? Yeah, I'm going to do it because, you know, I want to make a change here and I want to help people. So I went in and I bought 2 like steak pasties in Tesco. They're about £2. I bought 2 of them, but they're in one packet. And I thought, yeah, that's a good thing to get, you know, because I'd rather give a homeless man or a homeless woman food than actual money, if you know what I mean. Because, like, it's a survival thing, really. Like, you need to eat, you know. It's not something like, I don't see, if you're homeless, I don't really see money as being something that you should have. I think that it's food and things to live off, if you know what I mean, rather than just money, because that won't do anything for you. You know, you have to actually buy something. Like, I like giving food, if you know what I mean. Like, that's what I like to do. That's my survival kind of thing. So I went in and I said, here you go. And yeah, oh, what was it he said to me? I think he said, thank you. Oh, I can't remember what he said. But he said, thank you. Stay safe or what? No, it wasn't stay safe. That's what I said to him. But he said something like, something cool, you know. You just kind of like, thank you, take care now, bud, or something, you know. Like, it was just something like that, and I thought, you know, that's cool. Like, I've actually did something to help someone in that way. And I thought, since how he kind of like, he didn't back me up with that argument that I had with that old man and that 45-year-old man, but like, he kind of like agreed with me. He said like, I get it all the time, you know, like, people must come out the shop and say wear a mask or something, you know. That's fucking wrong. That is fucking wrong. But you know what I mean. It's like, I just wanted to help him in any way that I could at that moment. You know, I only had £10 on me. I was like, I'll get a bottle of juice and I'll give him some pies. And, you know, they're quite filling ones as well. So I'm pretty glad that I did that. And I feel pretty good for doing that. And if I do see him again, I'll definitely probably have a little chat with him. And maybe I might sit next to him and have a little chat with him and talk about maybe how he's doing in general, and kind of, I don't know, what the pandemic is doing to him and whatnot, and try and make a conversation with him. But yeah, I'm really glad I did that, and I think I'm going to do that a lot more now that I know that, you know, even just making a small difference like that can make a huge difference in the world. You know, you get all these people protesting. Hold on. You get all these people who are protesting, saying, you know, if we all just did a little part in something. My camera's glitching, I'm really sorry. I think my phone's breaking down or something. But yeah, if we all just do one thing and just help each other just a little bit, it'll make a massive difference. That's never going to happen unless we invent robots. But yeah, if we just make that little difference, I don't think making protests about that is going to help much. Unless it gets worldwide, like a big, massive religion. But yeah, I think if, you know, some people make a little difference like that, can really help. And I feel personally really good about that, and I feel really proud of myself for, you know, giving someone that meal or something, you know. I feel really good about that. I feel really good for helping that guy. And you know, the fact that he agreed with me as well, and he spoke to me saying, leave it, it's all right, it's fine, I get it all the time as well, you know. And it's just like, the fact that he made that conversation with me was awesome. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Comment, ask me a question, add me on my social medias. We can get to know each other. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace out now.